Alright, so what's up guys? So we are out here on another run, out here doing this craziness for all you guys to simply sit back, watch, enjoy as we avoid this huge puddle or disaster on his head. Hello! Thank you! Hey. Yeah man, so how do we say this? So now as far as today's video is concerned, it's in regards to your workouts, right? What you do on a day-to-day basis to get to the level of fitness only you can dream of attaining, right? That vision you have for yourself, right? Whether it is, you know, aspiring to look like a certain fitness model, right? Or IFBB bodybuilding champ, right? For some people, or simply just a fit looking actor or actress, right? Whoever, or a friend, whoever you aspire to look like, you got to stay on your workout, right? You can't quit. You gotta keep going. And you know, for you, don't worry, because we're gonna give you 4 tips in order to not quit, or reasons why you shouldn't quit on your workouts. Right, and reason number 1 you shouldn't quit is because your mental health is going to get affected, right? Whether you like it or not, doing exercise, working out, is directly tied to your brain and its ability to feel great, right? Because you going on a run, you could look at it as the worst thing in the world, right? The most torturous of events, but you can frankly hate it. But regardless of your personal opinion over it, at the end of it, you're gonna get these endorphins being released at the end. You're gonna get that dopamine from finishing the run, right? And those things are going to make you feel great and carry over into other aspects of your life, right? Because if you have to go to the office later, or simply go out to a bar, if you're able to work out in a day, you're gonna feel great about yourself, right? You won't be looking for these chemical rushes in other places. And frankly, you're gonna feel better about your body overall. Your self-esteem is gonna go higher because you're working towards improving it, right? So if you quit, you throw away all of these aspects, right? These awesome features of working out, right? And you know, specifically the mental ones, right? The self-esteem, the dopamine and endorphins, right? That we mentioned before, right? People simply try to take drugs and other substances just to replicate these same feelings, right? And not worry so much about those negative effects, right? That's quite shocking that so many people do these harmful substances that they personally know that they're going to hurt them long term, mess them up, make them worse, but because the feeling of doing them is so good, they continue doing it. That is so crazy, very sad, very shocking. But you know, working out is going to replicate a lot of those same feelings, but you know, for a good reason, right? So you can't quit on them, right? Because if you quit on exercise, more than likely your mind is going to look for other substitutes, right? To replace it, to replace those same mental feelings. And you know, there's so many negative ways of getting that, it is very easy for your mind to substitute it with something harmful, right? Like the drugs, for instance, right? And negative behaviors or vices. So by really making your exercise, your workout routine, your vice, you're not only fulfilling those desires of your brain and your mind, but you are helping yourself out, not only short term but also long term, right? Looking great, feeling great, etc. So really shouldn't quit because of that reason. And reason number 2 why you shouldn't quit on your workout routines is because you are going to look great, right? Anybody that's able to simply put a significant amount of time into working out, you're going to be able to tell, right? You could see the veins pop up. You could see, you know, how great a shape they're in. If you watch them run or go about their day, they, you know, are not going to be as tired as easily, right? They're going to be fit. And, you know, if they quit, they stop doing their routines, they run the risk of losing all of these benefits, right? Their bodies might lose the muscle mass and they might lose the endurance. So when, you know, they're asked to work over the 8-hour general period, right? Let's say at work they ask you to work 10 hours or even 12 hours at work. It happens to so many people. If you're not physically fit, the chances of you being able to handle that scenario is diminished, right? Because I don't care what you're doing, even if you're simply sitting at a desk and not moving, right? Because the stamina built from working out is going to carry over to other aspects, right? Because that physical exercise, exertion, is going, you know, to help you when you're doing less, of course, right? So if you quit on it, you are ruining your ability to handle, to physically address those situations in your everyday life. So by continuing on your workouts, you're only going to further develop your physical progress, right? Who wants to throw away those aspects? And that's reason number 3, because if you quit, you are essentially tossing in the trash everything you've worked up to until today. But I can imagine stopping a workout, right? Even for a day, right? Let alone a week, like I've seen people do. Right? So many people go on vacation, they make an excuse that they're on vacation, so therefore, you know, they shouldn't work out. But your mind or your body doesn't care where you are. Your body still needs that same workout, and so does your mind, because we just mentioned it. And, you know, by you rationalizing and making that excuse, you are essentially almost wasting the time that you put in, right? You might have the pictures and videos from when you were looking great and in awesome shape, but if you stop and try to get back, the chances of you getting to that same shape or even more are lost, when in reality you could have simply kept continuing that progress and developing. And if you don't want to develop, just maintain what you have, instead of having to push yourself all over again to get to that point, right, of physical fitness. And, you know, reality, think about that, right? Continue the journey. Don't stop, because so many people, they do, it can be catastrophic for them. So that's reason number 3 why you shouldn't quit on your exercise routine. And reason number 4 in particular, right, as far as quitting, is you lose your ability to simply be a role model, right? Because if you quit, not only do you lose the progress that you had, right, the physical evidence of it, but you lose the training aspects, right? Knowing the routines and so forth, right? Your knowledge of it and grasp of it diminishes, right, without practice, right? So by you quitting and giving up your involvement in those workouts, you're not going to be able to help people as good as you did when you were working out. right? When it was an everyday part of your life, right? So many people think that they can simply squeeze by and come back later and be able to coach other people and so forth. But how well can you go back to coaching if you haven't been doing it, or if you stopped for weeks, months, or even years, right? Really consider that. So don't quit, stay on it, because you'll be able to get back. Brandon, how awesome is that, right? To see other people take your advice and get fit, right? Leave a positive impact on them. It's going to require you not to quit, never to give up. So those are the 4 reasons why you shouldn't quit a new workout routine. And we say thank you very much for watching, and as always, goodbye.